So here today, yes, we have another unboxing, but as you know, once we're done unboxing it, we're gonna go install it. Alright, so this right here is the Aqua Ultraviolet Classic UV Sterilizer. It is a small unit, smaller than at least a 50, I have a 50 watt high output connected to this is a 57 watt unit. Odd, and I know everything has its reasons, but the one that I have there is humongous and it's a 50 watt, but it's a high output. I don't know if that means anything. This one just says 57 watt bulb, and so it's a lot smaller, but I chose this size because I wanted for it to fit inside of the cabinet of the Peninsula tank. I didn't want to have it on the outside, and so this was the highest wattage I could find with the smallest body dimensions that I could fit inside that cabinet. I think all it really means is you're going to have to pass the water in a slower mode versus, you know, something as big as the one that I have on the Mega Matrix, due to the fact that there's got to be enough contact time with either the algae that's going to pass through here or the bacteria or the disease like ick or velvet. Has to have enough time to pass through here in order for it to either kill it or inhibit their ability to reproduce. Oh wow, it's a lot thinner than what I was thinking. So here's the body of the UV sterilizer. It's a lot smaller than I thought. Gotta inspect the glass because a lot of times with these units here, depending if it ships in a very harsh manner, and you know how sometimes UPS and FedEx can be, there's a possibility that the glass is broken inside the sleeve where the light goes. So this is the unit itself. This is the huge ballast. So this comes with, of course, the connections to be able to then plumb it yourself. When I purchased the Pent Air Aquatics UV Sterilizer 50 watt high output, I purchased it as an open box item from BRS. So not sure if normally they would provide these connections right here. They did it on mine, and it was graded A, meaning that all the parts were there, but in my case they weren't. I mean, assuming they provide these. The only things that were there were this black part right here with the 2-inch gap in there. So I actually had to buy this white part at Home Depot and connect it, and then some of these at Home Depot. They're not that expensive, so I didn't mind it. But now that I see this, you know, come with it, it definitely makes me feel a lot better, because then that means I don't have to do a trip to Home Depot. It even already comes with this tape around. I can't remember the name of the, I don't know if it's Teflon tape, I believe. And last but not least, they provide the UV bulb. And that is it, guys. All right, guys, so here we are. Here's the tank. Here's the tank, guys. There's a little bit of brown on the sand. I wouldn't think it's diatoms, but it could be. No worries there. So let me get this connected. This is the area that I was talking about that I'm going to be adding the UV sterilizer to. And I'm gonna put it laying down, and I'll explain why I'm doing that here in a minute. All right, so I'm gonna go into full action mode here. Here's a pump that I'm gonna use. I already changed, as you can see, that little spout to where I'm gonna connect the hose to. That's an inch, that's a 3/4 inch, because these are 3/4 inches. Actually, it's 3/4 inch and 1/2 inch if you wanna use the top one right there. But I'm gonna make sure that it goes all the way to the bottom, which is 3/4 inch. And the way that I plan on installing this is exactly like this on the bottom. So it's just gonna go on the bottom right here, laying like this, facing up. All right, guys, so one thing I can say is I wish I had skills. Or maybe I wish I just had patience. It could be that's what it is, because this is the best I come up with in the little time that I had. So yeah, so right now I did connect this pump already, and I haven't connected the light yet because I'm gonna leave this running for about a day or so, most likely just a day, just to make sure that there's no leaks. That way, if there is leaks, I can fix it and I don't have it running already. If there's not any leaks, and by tomorrow, then I'm gonna go ahead and plug up that light and call it a day. But this will end up going into the return side. That way I'm not UV sterilizing some of the same water again, being that it goes from here right now back into that chamber, and most likely getting captured by the return, by that pump again, to go back towards the UV sterilizer, right? This will actually end up going to the back of this so that it points straight into the return area again. But I did leave it out for now because I don't have a fancy flow meter the way that I have it on the Mega Matrix with the other UV sterilizer. And you know, I don't think I've mentioned that before, so I'm gonna make sure to dedicate a video to how I connected the other one. But because I don't have a flow meter, I don't know how much water is flowing through. And the way that I'm going to do it, and maybe I should do that right now. Well, you know what? I don't. Yes, I do actually have a gallon thing. I'm gonna call my son here. The way that I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna fill up a 1 gallon bottle, and I'm going to measure how long it takes to go in, you know, how long it takes to fill up a 1 gallon, and then you do your multiplication. This is where math comes in handy. And you figure out the flow by doing that. Let there be light. This is how it will stay connected for now. We'll see how we improve this later. But for now, thank you guys. Tell you this, I used to think the water was clear enough, and you would think that I would know this with the Mega Matrix, but it's different with the Peninsula because you actually have that other side where you can see the window, and in this case it looks super clear. If it wasn't because I can see the line of the water right there, without seeing the line you would think these fish are floating in air. Well, that is absolutely awesome. I wanted to just give you a view of what I'm seeing right now, and when I was on this side I was like, whoa. And I really only came to check in on the UV sterilizer that you can see down there, just to make sure that there was no leakages or anything like that. And then I looked up to look at the tank without this expectation, and I was really pleasantly surprised. So, all right guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe, please like, definitely please like if you're watching, especially if you watch all the way through. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, ideas, whatever you want to chime in on, please leave a comment below. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can get notified every time I put out a video. Catch you on the next one, guys.